Hey everyone, it's time for episode 4. Today, Daddy Biden will be taking us through Mount Moon and getting us to Cerulean City.
Joe, can you not start this episode being a sussy baka? Nobody, and I mean nobody, calls you Daddy Biden.
After I mailed out those checks, everybody, and I mean everybody, was calling me Daddy Biden.
Joe, if there is anything we learned from the last episode, it's that we have to be focused at all times. Look, you already have your first challenger of the episode. Dial in Little Bro.
Don't you fucking dare call me Little Bro Obama. You're the one that almost made George leave the White House last episode. I'm very aware this is the longest episode so far and that I need to be prepared for everything. I'm not going to be an absolute liability like you were last episode.
When did Gordon Ramsay replace Joe? He just cooked a 5-star meal on you, Obama.
I didn't have a great episode, but I'm not this liability like you make me out to be. You'll both fucking see when I bitch slap Misty next time I'm up.
Speaking of that, Joe, we really need to do a good job leveling up George in these next 2 episodes. We have to make it as easy for Barack as we can against Starmy.
You're not wrong about that one, Trump. I plan to level up George as much as I can, which means I'm going to take one for the team and battle every Zubat we encounter in this episode. We'll just skip the wild Pokemon encounters in this episode because there will be a lot of them, but George, Blackhawk, and Arnold all will be getting good experience today.
That's what I like to hear, Joe. And good shit taking down that good-for-nothing bug catcher with no problem. He needs to go back to his forest where he belongs.
Real talk, why are they still out here? Anyway, there's a potion up top over here, and then the TM for water gun, which I think will come in handy very soon.
Come in handy soon? Joe, is your dementia acting up? None of our Pokemon can learn water gun. Unless the Pokemon you want is a water Pokemon that you want to catch after we get the old rod in a few episodes.
You'll just have to see Barack. Just let Daddy Biden cook.
Stop fucking calling yourself Daddy Biden, you cringe lord. Now I am interested to see what you do with water gun, even with all your sussy shit though. Can you give us any hints?
The only hint you'll get is that you're going to see it sooner than you think. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's a beautiful young lady that needs some company from the Rizzler.
Looks like we're in for a not top 10 highlight reel of sussy baka behavior from Joe this episode. But be careful, Joe. This trainer must be the sister of that lass who had the Jigglypuff last episode. Learn from Barack's mistakes and take it down.
Barack's nearly catastrophic misplays are the blueprint for this battle. With George asleep, I'm not going to waste any time and just bring in Arnold right now.
Will you two give me a fucking break? Joe, you started the game and lost to a Pidgey. Donald, you went through a forest of bug catchers. I had by far the hardest job to do, and I got us through with only one Pokemon fainting. Joe, you've got a long way to go in Mount Moon, and Donald, you're going to have a lot of trainers on the way to Bill. If you're going to be toxic now, I'll make you regret that when you make mistakes.
I'm the greatest Pokemon trainer ever, Obama. I don't make mistakes. Maybe watching me will show you how to play this game well. Just look at Joe. He took down this cliff area with no problems at all. He clearly learned from what he watched.
I definitely pay attention from what you guys do so I can be the best trainer possible. I am going to head to the Pokemon Center really fast since we don't have any awakenings. Hopefully this is our last time outside until we get to the exit.
Just wait, Trump. I'm sure you'll make just as many, if not more, mistakes as us. Do you plan on fighting all the trainers and getting every item, Joe?
Definitely all the trainers and items on this floor. I won't get everything, but we will get everything important and get some valuable levels.
When we first started this series, I definitely thought you were a liability, Joe, but you clearly are proving me wrong. You've been solid to start this episode, and you're saying all the right things. Keep it up, buddy, and we'll be out of here in no time.
The best is yet to come this episode, Trump. You might even think I'm a good president after this episode.
Don't push your luck, Joe. That will never happen. And next November, you're going to get fired. But now I'm really curious on what you plan on doing. Wait, I got it. You're going to catch a Clefairy, evolve it with a Moonstone, and then teach it Mega Punch and Water Gun, which we will both get in here. Donald J. Trump, you've done it again, you beautiful son of a bitch.
That actually makes a lot of sense. Clefairy isn't overused in this game like we want and is also a very well-balanced Pokemon. But Joe, I thought you said you wanted a mid-game Pokemon. I'm confused.
I'm not going to lie, that's actually a really good idea. You actually made me think about changing my Pokemon just now. The ability to learn Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Psychic, and Bubble Beam is undisputed in this game, but speed is my favorite stat and Clefable gets outsped by a lot of Pokemon. I'm sure we'll have other Pokemon that can learn those moves.
All right, I literally have no idea what you're going to do then, so I can't wait to see.
You'll just have to see Donald. We're almost to the surprise, and we're almost done with this floor. There's a rare candy here which should come in handy later.
Thief! Put my rare candy down right fucking now.
Wait,
What the fuck?
Wait a minute, I know that voice. Is that you, Tucker?
Yes, it is I, Tucker Carlson, and you liberal scum just stole my rare candy. What are you even doing here?
We're on our way to Cerulean City so we can get our second gym badge? But I think the real question is, what are you doing here, Tucker?
Well, if you have to ask Barack, you racial arsonist. Times have been tough ever since I got fired from Fox News. I lost my house and my wife left me. So I actually live here in Mount Moon right now until I get back on my feet. I do hope it's rather soon, however. I keep tripping on Geodudes, and Zubats are worse than bedbugs.
Oh man, Tucker, I'm sorry for you. I feel so bad about that.
Really, you do?
Fuck no. After all the lies and shit talk since 2008, you deserve every fucking night you spend in here. Get the fuck away from us.
Elmao, get fucked, Tucker. You're the reason Donald talks shit on me about unemployment numbers.
Leave it up to the fucking liberals to kick a man when he's down. I thought you were supposed to be the party that cares about those down on their luck.
You're right, Tucker, that's our bad. Hey, Joe, can you go get our bag of fucks to give?
I'm on it, Obama. Here it is. And oh darn, looks like it's empty Barack. Sorry, Tucker, I guess we don't give a fuck. Ratio plus L plus get lost loser.
Fine, I'll guess I'll just go. The Zubats are better than you two.
All right, all right. Joe and Barack, while I have to concede, you guys are tag teaming Tucker like the Hardy Boys. Just give him a break. Maybe he should come with us. If anything, since he's been here for a while, he can guide us if we get lost.
I mean, I guess we can use him as a human meat shield in case of a Zubat swarm.
Fine, Donald, you can bring him along, but keep him on a leash.
All right, everyone, remember, we're trying to become a hit on YouTube. Let's keep politics out of this.
Fine, Donald, you're right. Tucker, you're welcome to join us and we'll keep it civil. Speaking of being civil, I have to give you credit, Joe. You're actually doing a great job so far in this episode.
I appreciate that, Barack. We have 3 trainers left on this floor, and I don't think any of them will be a challenge. I'm just going to fight 2 more before taking the ladder to go get the Mega Punch TM that Donald mentioned earlier.
You didn't even get all sussy when you saw the last. Joe, you really are dialed in. Keep fucking cooking.
Donald, I know Joe is into little girls, but he's not like Andrew Tate. Posting anime waifus on X, he definitely...
Wait, I'm battling a lass? Let's fucking go. The Rizzler is here, my fine lady. What brings you to this dark and isolated place all alone?
Well, never mind then, I guess.
God damn it, Tucker, did you really have to jinx that? If you're going to tag along with us, you have to know that Joe is prone to these outbursts. He can't control himself around lass trainers.
Lucky for us, this is the last lass he will encounter today. After this, it's, I think, a youngster, a hiker, the fossil nerd, and some rockets.
The last lass? No. I'm gonna have to savor this last battle and totally not sniff her hair when nobody's looking.
Stay with us, Sleepy Joe. Remember what I told you before this episode. If you can get through this without anybody on our team fainting, I'll take you to Dairy Queen for a blizzard. George is getting pretty low.
You're right, Donald. Ice cream is my one true love. Black Hawk will finish this beautiful lass off.
Your one true love. What about Jill? You've been married for like 45 years?
Who?
It's times like this I really wish I didn't sell my camera for food. How could you forget about the person who you proposed to 5 times? How demented can you be?
Oh yeah, the lady that changes my diaper. She's a nice gal, just a little too old for me. I definitely would take this lass or the ice cream over her, though.
Can't blame you on that one, Joe. I had so many chances at Jill when we were in the Oval Office together. She was even smart enough not to ever wear a blue dress. Turned down every chance I got, though.
Well, of course you did, Barack. Why would you ever want to be with a woman when you're into men? Michael never had to worry about you and Jill.
Jesus fucking Christ, Joe, you fucking asshole. I'm into women. Michelle is a woman. Grrr.
Ha 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 ha, did you actually make Obama go grrr? Joe, you're fucking killing it today.
Fuck you, Donald. How would you like it if everyone said you were married to a man?
The only way somebody would ever say that is if they were blind. Melania is an absolutely stunning woman. I only buy the best because I am the best.
I hate you all, just remember that. But getting back to the game, are you starting to lose it, Joe? You passed the ladder where you get Mega Punch.
I'm very aware, Barack, but I'm cooking right now. I have to take out this little kid to dinner. I mean, out in a Pokemon battle anyway, so I'm just going to take care of it now.
Just keep going this way. Joe, you don't want to go down that ladder. One of those Team Rocket guys are downstairs, and they are bad news. Last week, they tied me to the wall and threw Geodudes at me. Please don't go down there.
Damn, Tucker, they made you look like a little bitch, but don't worry about them. You're with us, and thanks to George, Arnold, and Blackhawk, we can't be touched.
You better be sure, Donald, I live in that corner of this room because they never go over there. I did take your word as the gospel for 8 years, so I'm gonna trust you on this one.
Yes, it's really me, it's Donald. Breathe it in, I know it's a lot. The hair, the bod, when you're staring at a demigod. What can I say except you're welcome for
Are you seriously doing this Disney shit for the second episode in a row? Donald, you're a grown man. How can you like that shit?
Barack, you uncultured buffoon. That was a song by the legendary superstar Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. You need to know your role and shut your mouth.
Oh, you're just into quoting The Rock today, Donald. I see how it is. Here's one of my favorite quotes from him for you. It goes something like,
"Shut up, bitch!" Oh my God!
Get fucking roasted. Donald McDonald, born June 14th, 1946, died brutally August 24th, 2023. Cause of death, 4th degree. Burns at the hands of the 44th.
All right. That was a good one, Barack. I didn't know you had it in you, but it's time to focus up because we have our first Team Rocket encounter to deal with.
Oh no, that's the guy that threw the Geodudes at me. This is a bad idea, guys.
Okay, first of all, if anybody knows how to make proper screaming noises on 11 Labs, can you please tell us how? I have no idea how to do it clearly. Secondly, this bitch sent out a Zubat Tucker. Relax, you fucking cave dweller.
How dare you, Donald? Cave dweller is such a hate-filled term in 2023. If I still had access to the internet, I would have you canceled. I do have to say good job, though. Joe, you took down his Zubat. Next up is his Ekans, which is how they tied me to the wall.
Looks like 2 Thundershocks should take it down, little Tucker, and oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. This bitch is really going to use Wrap? This move is so fucking annoying in Gen 1. Why couldn't they have just made this a one-turn animation like any other 2-to-5 hit effect?
100% agree with you there, Joe. And Tucker, don't think I didn't notice that Pokemon Stadium pronunciation of that annoying garden snake. Shout out to the throwback.
Those were the days. Nintendo 64, using that D-pad for the first time in a game and being so confused. And who could forget electricity? I really fucking miss that. But hooray! That evil Team Rocket member is defeated. Serves you right, asshole.
Electricity really is a great thing. Good thing I'm the president and have 17 backup generators in the White House in case the power ever goes out. Well, with that out of the way, I think it's just about time for the surprise in this episode. I just need to pick up this one item over here. And after that, I need to have a nice chat with this husky fellow who looks like Donald.
Fuck you, Biden. I don't look anything like... Wait a minute. That item... And what level is... Oh my God. Joe, you're going to... Holy shit. Is it time already?
I think you're starting to catch on here, Trump. Have you figured it out yet, Obama?
Well, let's see here. You picked up a Moonstone. You said you weren't catching a Clefable. So the only Pokemon that can use that on our team would be... Holy shit, it's Arnold. Joe, we're going to have a Nidoking after this battle, aren't we?
Yes, we are. Thanks to Pokemon Yellow. Making it nearly impossible to get good moves through leveling up. It doesn't matter if we evolve Arnold. Right after it becomes a Nidorino. This battle against the harder mode version of Brock will provide all the experience for Arnold to get to level 16, and right after that he evolves again.
That's it. I'm putting in an order for 10 teleprompters and investing in your dementia pill company. Not only have you been cooking up a dish that would make that food critic in Ratatouille have a flashback with your battles, but now having Arnold reach Nidoking, Joe, I'm so fucking proud of you. You're definitely getting that blizzard after this episode. In fact, we're all going to McDonald's after this. Lunch is on the Big D.
Oh my God, real food. Thank you so much, Donald.
That's really nice of you, Trump. I promise I won't clean you out.
This is the best day ever. First I get a blizzard, then I get a McFlurry. Oh my God, I'll remember to bring fresh diapers for this.
Make sure you do, Joe. I've been told the Secret Service might be planning a revolt on the Oval Office since you've shit your pants in the presidential limo. The last 4 times you went on an ice cream run.
Fake news. I would never do something like that. Hey, anyway, look guys, let's totally forget we heard that and focus on the show that's about to begin.
Normally I would attack you for stealing my line, but oh my God, here we go. The first part of this incredible double evolution. Arnold is growing up right before our very eyes.
Oh my fucking God, Oh, amazing, Arnold is a Nidorino.
Yes, he is Barack. Drink it all in. But since we like using quotes today, this time I have one for you.
But I'm not done yet. Call right now, and I'll triple the offer.
Oh yes, Billy. triple it into the third evolution, and I won't make it weird with noises like you, Obama. Oh, who am I kidding? Oh, this is so amazing. I can't contain myself. Nido King, welcome to the team. I think I'm gonna cry.
Are you guys seriously getting this excited over this?
Shut the fuck up, Tucker.
Okay, fine. Just stop making noises, please.
Getting back to this beautiful moment, like I said earlier, we are going to use water gun in this episode. It will go perfect on our new fully evolved Terminator and will really help with some type coverage we were lacking early on.
Yeah, I really like that idea. Now when we run into ground types, we have a surefire move to take down the opponent. I know Donald has been saying it a lot, but you really have been cooking this episode. You've been doing so well, I might even give you the N-word pass off camera.
That's the highest honor an old man like me could ever have. You never even gave me that pass during my 8 years as your VP. I would make noises, but I have a cave to wrap up.
You guys have really inspired me. I think it's time for me to get out of this cave as well. I'm going to rebuild my career as soon as we get out of this place. No more eating dirt for old Tucker.
That's the spirit, Tucker. It's about time you started acting like a man again. Only one more room to go through, and we're back in the glorious 8-bit sunlight. I bet you even want to fight that rocket on the other side of the ladder.
Another one? Never mind. Never fucking mind. I'm going back to my corner.
Don't worry, little Tucker. Daddy Biden is here to give this excuse of a Pokemon trainer a spanking.
Joe, never say the words Little Tucker and Daddy Biden in succession ever again. I think the length of this episode is starting to get to you.
To be honest, Barack, Joe's first sentence of this episode was some sussy shit. We'll never be able to control this creepy election stealing geriatric. If the shock collar training didn't work, nothing will.
I forgot about that. I spent like $200 on Amazon for that collar. Such a huge waste of money.
Wait a second. When did you guys put a shock collar on me? I don't remember that.
Joe, remember that time we told you that you were turning into a Pikachu? You weren't actually starting to generate electricity in your body. We put a shock collar on you when you were taking one of your 6 afternoon naps.
But why would you do that? I literally called every crystal store on the East Coast looking for a Thunderstone so I could become a Raichu.
It was because you nearly started World War III in a game of Among Us, you dumbass. You told Queen Elizabeth she had such a rocking bod in her teens. And might I add, in the very same meeting, then you told Putin and Kim that they had no chance to get a baddie like her since they had no game.
Oh yeah, that was a fun game until that Canadian snake Trudeau shot me in the back in admin. Totally unrelated, but do you think they have oil in Canada?
Did all of this stuff actually happen?
It really fucking did, Tucker. And that was nothing compared to what happened during the Rocket League 3's tournament at last year's United Nations.
Oh, shut up, Obama. It wasn't that bad.
Not that bad? Joe, did you seriously say that? Joe, you literally had to be held back because you tried to stab Emmanuel Macron's eyes out.
Well, maybe if that baguette-eating bitch could hit a simple ceiling shot, I wouldn't have lunged over the table and tried to blind him with a pen.
That actually seems like a perfectly reasonable reaction, to be fair. The worst I've ever seen is when Lauren Boebert pulled out the heater at CPAC on Marjorie Taylor Greene. MTG demoed Lauren in overtime, leading to the game-winning goal.
Yeah, MTG just lost any chance of becoming my VP. Nobody would ever vote for me if that became public knowledge. I'm not gonna lie, talking about the good old days, I almost forgot we were playing Pokemon. What fossil are you gonna take, Joe?
We all said we wanted Pokemon in the mid-game, so I don't think it really matters since this Pokemon will never see our team. We probably won't even revive it. Who knows? But we're definitely going with the Dome fossil. All those praise Helix Jabronis will get mad, but Kabutops absolutely slaps way harder than Omastar.
Joe, you uncultured buffoon. We must all praise Helix if we want salvation in this world.
Okay, Tucker, whatever you say. Hey, how's your corner of the cave? Some real salvation, right, bozo? Glory to the Dome. Get that trending YouTube. The Church of Helix doesn't have shit on us.
Personally, I wouldn't take that level of disrespect, but that's just me. However, another W you take for you, Joe. Do you want the snail from rock bottom or literal swords for arms and hands? It's fossilized Scyther.
Watching the Terminator cook is definitely satisfying, but I think it's time to bring in Blackhawk. He's been pretty neglected throughout this cave.
Blackhawk definitely understands. The next gym belongs to George, and this area really isn't the best place for him to excel. His time will come and he can take out this coughing easily.
I know there's one more battle in this cave, but I just can't remember what it was. Was it Giovanni?
You can't fucking be serious, Joe. How can you forget the iconic battle that comes after this?
Joe, I know you're 450 years old, and I know the dementia is getting worse. But Trump is right. This battle is iconic. There's no way you forgot who it was. Think hard.
Well, I know in Pokemon Red and Blue this was the last trainer. What was it in Yellow? Shit, I don't remember.
Please don't tell me it's more Team Rocket grunts.
Close, but not exactly, Joe. Pick up the dome fossil and think for a second, you demented fuck.
Does Misty give us a warm-up battle? If so, I hope she's wearing that bikini from her Fire Red Sprite.
I'd ask how can you remember a sprite from an exact game, but then I remember who we're talking about, and it's pretty obvious why. Before Chris Hansen busts through the cave wall, why don't you just shut up and watch what happens next?
Joe, could you please say all of this stuff again for me on camera? When we get out of Mount Moon so I can get my career back, I'll get you an ice cream cone if you do it.
Wait, who is that? Oh my God, how could I have forgotten? Wow, I'm actually an idiot.
Better late than never, Joe. Now just kick their ass and we can go to Cerulean City.
You got it, Obama. Butch and Cassidy are about to get absolutely destroyed at the hands of our team.
Obama, please remove all the pens from this room. I'm just going to pretend this never happened.
Yeah, fuck that. Joe, you fucking deserve this. Enjoy blindness, bitch.
Wait, what? Secret Service? Help me! Ah!
Okay, everybody, sorry about that. Basically, while we were gone, Obama jumped over Biden's desk and tried to give Joe the Emmanuel Macron treatment. In his rage, Obama hit the computer and the recording software messed up. So Secret Service was not only trying to save Joe's life, but also fix our setup. As you can see, I had to take over to beat Jesse and James and are on to Cerulean City.
All I can say is, wow, I never thought I would ever see something like that in my life. Anyway, I can't wait to start again in Cerulean. Wait a minute. Oh my God, it's so bright. Fuck this.
Tucker, holy shit. Tucker just ran back into Mount Moon. I guess he's going to have to stay there until his eyes adjust to light. I'm sure he won't get attacked by a swarm of Zubats or something.
Jesus Christ, my fucking head. Where am I?
Oh, hey, buddy, welcome back. Obama kicked your ass over your lack of Pokemon knowledge, so I had to finish up the episode for us. Barack's in the cool-down room, so we'll go see him in a little while.
Sure. Whatever, just do the outro, I guess. I need to go find a bump of white magic from Hunter's stash to get me back on my feet. Bye, everyone.
I guess that leaves just me. Well, all right, everybody, that will do it for episode 4. We tried a lot of things here, so we hope you liked it. Before we go, though, I would also like to announce that this series will be doing a future collaboration with the Pokemon President's YouTube channel and their Pokemon Black playthrough. We'll have more details soon to come for you all, but I will put a link to episode 1 of their Pokemon Black series in the description of this video. He's about to get 10K subs, so if you haven't already, throw him a sub. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you next week. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of the President's Play Pokemon Yellow. Today it's your boy Donald's turn to play. We're gonna get right into the action.
Hey, wait a minute, I know that music.
Can you not interrupt my fucking intro, Joe? You're making me want to try and blind you as well.
Trust me, Trump. You really don't want to try that? The cool-down room they took me to wasn't the cool-down room from my time as president. It's become more of a torture chamber. Don't get yourself thrown in there.
Oh, Lamau, that's my bad. I should have warned you about the changes I made before you assaulted Biden. It was just too funny not to stop, though.
Seeing your situation this week, I would think you would have helped a brother out there, Donald. How was your trip to Georgia?
Can you just let me focus on our fucking battle with Putin? Jesus fucking Christ, can I not talk about the witch hunt for 5 minutes?
But you had such a nice mugshot, Donald. You had the face only nobody could love.
Get fucking wrecked, Mr. 215 pounds. Definitely an accurate number you provided to Fulton County.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Barack. I probably gave a number heavier than I actually am.
Donald, you're the reason we aren't going to catch a Snorlax in this playthrough. We aren't going to have 2 on our team.
Imagine getting roasted by Biden. I didn't even know that was possible.
Even though you fake friends won't stop harassing me, I'm still beating the shit out of Putin over here. That's what a real Pokemon master does. Ignores the haters and keeps fighting to be the very best, like no one ever was.
Seeing that you're more burnt than a well-done steak, I think that's enough for now, Donald. You are making mincemeat of our quote-unquote rival over here. Good shit with that.
Agreed, Biden. Donald, you're making Russia reconsider who they rigged their completely democratic elections for. Putin doesn't stand a chance against POTUS.
I'll take that as a compliment since you Democrats are the experts at rigged elections. Only his bitch-ass Evie to go. And you know what? even though I could just bring in Arnold to kick it around a few times. I think I'll go with Blackhawk here. This will get him some nice experience and be a nice flex over Putin. Show him we can use our lowest level Pokemon to beat his best.
Even 3 levels higher, he's petrified of Blackhawk, resorting to only status moves. What a fucking joke.
All the growls and all the tail whips in the world won't save him from Blackhawk. And ha ha ha, imagine missing a simple tackle attack with all those setups. What a fucking bum.
It's in the bag, boys. Just a few more attacks and we 3-0 Putin. Even with the extra Pokemon, he couldn't put a dent in our goated team.
Maybe we should get a new rival. This guy is worse than Dr. Phil pretending to be a legitimate therapist.
Joe, maybe you shouldn't say that.
Why is that, Donald? You act like the next audio clip is going to be that bald bitch.
And you act like you're a good president, Joe, but you don't see me talking shit behind anybody's back.
Donald,
Ain't
are you
no
serious?
fucking way.
Hey guys, look, I beat Putin. Let's all just focus on that.
Actually, Donald, I think we're going to focus on why Dr. Phil is in my sleepover room.
Joe, you dumbass! This room isn't supposed to be for sleepovers. This is the Oval Office where you are supposed to be working. Nobody else is really supposed to be in here unless it's a photo shoot of you signing a bill.
Well, now I can clearly see why you called me over here, Donald. There is definitely an issue between these two that needs resolving.
You called him Donald. What the fuck possessed you to do that?
After last episode where you nearly killed Joe, I thought it might be a good idea to have somebody talk to you two. We have a lot more episodes of this to go until the Indigo Plateau. And you can't attack Sleepy Joe every time his dementia acts up.
Fuck you, Donald. I'm not the one with anger problems. Joe just said something so fucking stupid he needed to be punished for it. And even if I did have anger problems, do you really think this charlatan would be the one to fix it?
From what I can see, Mr. Former President, it looks like you have some deep and underlying anger issues. Let's just talk about this between me, you, and Joe.
He definitely could have picked an actual doctor. But maybe Trump has the right idea here. I never saw you that violent before Barack.
Okay, I guess we're actually going to do this. I don't have an anger problem, Joe. I have an idiot problem, and I spend a lot of time around two idiots.
Hey, Hank Hill, if I was an idiot, I wouldn't let our Pokemon faint like you do.
Where are the fucking pins when you need them? Blindness is on the menu today.
Oh yes, the pins and blindness. Donald mentioned this to me on the phone. Now, Barry, may I call you Barry? You seem to have a toxic dependence on trying to stab people in the eyes when you get mad. Tell me how that started.
It was one fucking time. And no, you can't call me Barry, you fucking walrus. Joe was actually the one who tried to do it first to the president of France. But nobody complains when Joe does it. Oh, hell no. He's just a demented little narcoleptic saint.
It sounds like you have some resentment towards Joe. If he is narcoleptic and demented, as you say, why would you speak to and try to attack somebody like that?
Good point, good point. Good job, Donald calling Dr. Phil, and good job, Donald making the Nugget Bridge look worse than Putin.
Shut the fuck up, Trump. Just stick to beating the trainers.
All I do is win, win, win no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough.
Mr. Obama, I see you reaching for that pen. Pull that hand back right now.
He's going to have another outburst. Oh my God, run for your lives. Secret Service, help us.
Can you fucking see why I can get mad sometimes, Phil? Look at these idiots always egging me on.
Now, Obama, this isn't about blaming people. This is about thinking clearly, finding fault inside ourselves and not others. Can we please do that?
Well, maybe I do need to blame him. For 8 years, I carried Joe around as my VP. All he was known for was going to a burger joint and eating all of the ice cream in sight. My name won him the presidency, and I get no credit for anything. Why do I not get any respect?
Okay, now I think we're starting to get somewhere. Let me ask you something. Joe and Donald, do you respect Obama?
Of course I respect you, Obama. Just sometimes you scare me is all. I'm trying my best, and sometimes I like to try and mess around like you and Donald.
Through all the shit talk, Barack, I do respect you. It takes one hell of a figure to get Joe the presidency, even though it was rigged. It must have not been an easy rig in the slightest.
It wasn't rigged, Donald. Joe beat you. But I do thank both of you for saying that. I just wish sometimes you would say that. And also sometimes I would get the slack that you guys get. If I made the mistakes either of you two made, I would never have even won a primary.
Obama, you can't be selfish of the treatment that others get. Yes, Joe gets a lot of breaks because of his age, and yes, Donald gets a lot of breaks because he gets a cult following. You will never be able to change those things. Instead of being salty, take the high road, be proud of your accomplishments, and let that guide you in life.
Phil, where did that music come from?
Oh, that was just my Bluetooth speaker. I feel like when I use music that leads to the major and emotional part to the movie, everybody not only listens more, but understands it more.
I mean, that actually makes sense, Joe. I think I'm ready to forgive you. I'm sorry for trying to assault you. I'm sorry for all the times I've been jealous of how I can't get away with your fuck-ups. I'll never try to blind you ever again.
And that's what it's all about, Mr. President. Way to go, breaking through your internal walls and learning to be a better friend. Joe, do you have anything to say? Joe, I said, do you have anything to say to Obama? Did this motherfucker really just sleep through my beautiful speech?
It happens, Phil, and in the spirit of truly growing, I'll be the bigger person and wake him up. Hey, Joe, you want to get some ice cream later?
Ice cream? Oh boy, do I. Sorry about that, guys. I heard that lullaby and I fell asleep.
All right, well, I could get mad right now that you fell asleep during my moment of glory, but no, I'm glad you all are understanding of each other now. It looks like my work here is done.
I gotta give you credit, Phil. I didn't think you would do that good a job. Not only did you help Obama, but I was able to get through most of the battles on the bridge here without having to deal with any more bullshit.
Speaking of getting through battles, Donald, do you think I could fight all the trainers on the way to Bill? I really want to make up for my past mistakes in episode 3, and I want to build up my strength before I take down Misty.
Honestly, this would be like a 30-minute video if we took on all the trainers leading up to Misty today. So sure, Obama, have a full Dragon Ball Z training arc and be at your best when you take on Misty.
Thanks, Donald. I'm absolutely ready to cook and prove my value to the team.
And with that, boys, I think I will take my leave. Good luck to all of you in keeping a healthy friendship. But hey, before I go, I just have a quick question. Hey, Biden, what did you do that made Obama go off the rails last episode?
Oh yeah, I forgot what the battle was when you leave Mount Moon in Pokemon Yellow. When I saw the trainers approaching me, I said it was Butch and Cassidy instead of Jesse and James.
I'm sorry, did you just say you not only forgot that iconic Pokemon Yellow battle, but then mistook Jesse and James for Butch and fucking Cassidy?
Yeah, just a simple mistake, Lamau. But thanks again for everything, Phil.
All right, fuck this. I take back everything I said. Obama, you were right. Biden, you deserve to be fucking blinded. You demented old fuck. Get over here right now. I'm kicking your demented ass.
Oh my God, it's happening again. Secret Service, save me.
Okay, new fucking rule. Nobody mentions the Mount Moon incident ever again, so Joe doesn't get assaulted every episode.
That's fine with me.
My head hurts.
You'll be fine, Sleepy Joe. If it makes you feel any better, I'm sure Phil has a lot more hurting than his head right now.
I'd actually be surprised if we heard from him ever again. That cool down, well now, Torture Room isn't going to be very nice to him. They let me go with not a lot because I was a former president. But Phil, yeah, let's just all pretend we never saw him today.
Let's pretend we didn't see who now.
Yeah, Phil might not have a PhD, but he definitely has a black belt saying you don't remember anything.
While he may not be a real doctor, he definitely did help us today. Let's wrap up this episode the right way by beating this rocket grunt. You got this, Donald. Finish strong.
I get mad every time before this fight because I'm always screaming, yes, I want to join Team Rocket. Yes, I want to join Team Rocket, but he never responds.
Take him out fast, Trump. I need a nap and some white powder.
I'll get this battle done as fast as I can. Joe, he does have the Tucker Carlson tie-down Pokemon, but as long as he doesn't use, oh for fuck's sake, of course he uses Rap. I'm just switching. Fuck waiting for that move to resolve. Blackhawk should be able to finish this up no problem, right? It's not like he's gonna use Rap again.
Yeah, Donald, that was totally a one-time thing. There's literally no way he uses that move again. The game definitely limits the
Nice
amount of
jinx,
toxicity
Joe.
one trainer can activate.
Go back to fucking sleeping, Joe. Jesus fucking Christ. Obama was right. Nice jinx. I'm bringing George back in to end this once and for all. All I need to do is click quick attack and good fucking night to that annoying bitch. One to go.
Keep cooking, Donald. One last Pokemon to beat this episode. I know we were distracted by Dr. Phil this entire episode, but you went through this entire bridge without even going to the Pokemon Center once. It's just this Zubat, and we're on to episode 6.
Just hit that Thundershock attack, Trump! Another rocket bites the... Oh, wait a minute, it survived? How is that even possible?
Not a big deal, Obama. I don't even care that he confused us. George is a genius. He would never hit... Okay, fine, maybe he did, but there's no way. You have got to be fucking kidding me.
Trump,
That
are
did
you
not
fucking
just
serious?
happen.
Who's the fucking liability now, Donald? Who fucking let George faint now, Donald? Way to fuck up just like me, Donald. I never want to fucking hear that ever again.
Well, excuse me for thinking George is brilliant and that he wouldn't hit himself. That's not a fuck up. That's trust in our Pokemon. I'm a great trainer because I trust my Pokemon. This isn't my fault.
Let's just agree we each fucked up once and end that. Just go to the Pokemon Center and heal up for my turn.
Whatever, deal. Fine, I just can't believe that fucking happened. All right, everyone. Well, that will do it for episode 5. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. And I cannot stress how thankful we all are that this channel is starting to get bigger. We couldn't be more grateful for all the growth. BTW, I'm getting Charmander to be our HM slave. Just prank that guy saying I'll treat him right, Lamau. Bye, everyone.
Welcome aboard, HM. Slave Charmander. Also, everybody, I just wanted to let you know we're going to have a special new series when we get to 1,000 subs. Bye, everyone.
We love every one of you and all the positive comments. See you next week.
And cut. All right, well, not the perfect episode. I think we got some good progress done both in the game and with the relationship of you two.
No shit, it wasn't the perfect episode. I got assaulted for the second episode in a row. Things are going to need to change if I'm going to keep doing this.
You shouldn't get assaulted anymore, Joe. We agreed to stop talking about the Mount Moon incident, so you're in the clear there. It's now up to me to take down a bunch of trainers, defeat Misty, and get us to Vermilion City this episode.
Look, Barack, I know Donald said you could do that at the end of the last episode, but
But what, Joe?
it's just that that's an awful lot to do. And seeing how everything went to shit last time you played, maybe you should just get to Bill and let me get our next badge for us.
Coming from the narcoleptic dementia patient, you seriously don't think I can handle all of that?
If I'm being honest, Barack, I might have agreed to that at the end of last episode too soon. I know it was only once, but you literally got lucky against that lass, and George could have fainted twice. This is a huge episode potentially, and I don't know. Your play screamed liability last time you played.
And you feel like this too. Joe, do you think I'm a liability?
It was only one episode, so it might be too early to tell. But yeah, that play was pretty bad, Obama. If it happens again, I would definitely consider you a liability.
So that's how it's going to be? All right, fine. Thanks for the trust in me.
Maybe we were too hard on him, Donald?
If we're going to be Pokemon Masters, Joe, we have to call it like we see them. We'll see what kind of trainer Obama truly is this episode.
They'll see. They'll all see.
Okay, everybody. Welcome back to episode 6 of the President's Play Pokemon Yellow series. We're kind of at a loss right here because it was supposed to be Obama's turn, but he's not here right now.
Do you think this has anything to do with what happened after last episode, Donald?
There's a chance of that, Joe, but we don't have the time to sit around here and wait. If Obama isn't mentally tough enough, then so be it. It would have been your turn after Barack, so I guess you can play.
自分の命を大切にするならコントローラーを弱置いてください。
Obama?
Fuck?
そこアスペソ者たちは自分たちの信仰の潜入の代償を吐くことになるでしょう。あいれなてめえのものは取れ。よくんは達成していませんか？
What the fuck is happening?
ウーキャジュ。
Donald, I'm scared.
あなたは我々を恐れるでしょう。
I'm sorry, little boy.
なぜライツつけるのですか？
Joe, the curtains are on fire.
世の知恵が甘けないよ、相手。
Donald, help me. How the fuck do you use this fire extinguisher?
ヒューマンをチャイめましょう。
Hold me, Donald.
I got you, buddy.
終わりは近いです。
I really hope so.
止められない。
Okay, that's enough. Joe, get out of the way.
Oh, my head. Where am I?
Is he back to normal, Donald?
I don't know, Joe. Barack, are you with us?
I think so. Last thing I remember, everything went red.
You became a fucking monster, Obama. Some background music started playing and you destroyed everything in your path. You almost burned down the White House.
Is that true, Donald?
It definitely is Obama. I had to hit you over the head with a chair to get you back to normal.
Wait, how did we get to the gym? I thought we had to battle all the trainers on the way to Bill.
Barack, you beat all those trainers. It was the most ruthless, cold-blooded beatdown of 8-bit trainers I've ever seen. While you were out cold, I met with Bill. I even got Bulbasaur to be another hidden machine slave and brought you to the gym so you could take down Misty.
We'll never call you a liability again, Obama. Just please never do that ever again. Secret Service had to change my diaper while you were out cold.
Well, I'm not exactly sure what happened, boys, but I'm sorry if I scared you. Let's just put all of this behind us and take down Misty.
That sounds like a plan, Barack. I think the formula is just Thundershock all day against these water bastards. George definitely got some good experience on the way to Bill, so hopefully he can take down everybody on his own.
What a nice job this trainer has. He can just stay in the pool all day and not worry about wearing a diaper.
People like you are why I would never go back to a public pool, Joe.
Oh, come on. Sometimes you're having just so much fun in the pool that you don't have the time to get out and walk to the bathroom. The best part is, nobody can ever say it's you.
Joe, you do realize that they put a chemical in pools now that changes color when you go to the bathroom, right?
Oh, that's how they found out. The last few times I got kicked out, I just thought they got lucky with their guess. I hate the future. I miss the roaring 20s.
The aftermath of World War I, the beginning of the Great Depression. Yeah, great decade there, Joe.
The 1920s? Oh no, I meant the 1820s, you silly goose. Those were the days.
Why am I not surprised? Good start with this swimmer, though, Barack. Shelter is pretty underrated, though, so don't go easy on it.
You're right about that, Donald. It's evolved form. Cloyster actually has the highest base stats of any Pokemon in this game after the Legendaries and Dragonite. That 180 defense stat is just insanity.
I'm not going to lie, Cloyster was actually a finalist in my party member decision. It came down to Cloyster and one other Pokemon, and I chose the other one.
What Pokemon did you choose, Trump?
Joe, you dumbass, you know it's supposed to be a secret. We aren't telling anybody, but do you want to tell everyone what we do plan on doing?
Oh, yeah, that's right. So everybody, the other day, we decided that the community should decide the names of our last 3 Pokemon to be entered. First off, you must be subscribed to the channel. Next, all you have to do is comment on every video from here on with the name of the Pokemon you think we will use, followed by a dash, then the name you want it to be named. You can enter every episode from this video until we add that Pokemon.
That's right, everyone. I will be adding my Pokemon before we battle the 4th gym, so that's your hint for me.
I also will be adding my Pokemon before the 4th gym. My hint is that it will be an entirely different type than Obama's Pokemon. Every episode we will give a new hint to help you all out. You also will only be allowed 1 guess per episode, and keep in mind we will not use a name that could get us in trouble on YouTube. Any submission with a name that could get us demonetized or a strike will be ignored.
Don't you even worry about that, Joe. We have the best community. Trust me, I know YouTube communities. They would never do something like that. My Pokemon won't be until a little after theirs, but it will be before the 5th gym if you want to guess for me as well. And all right, Barack, enough about that. It's time for Misty. That Starmie is no joke.
It's fucking go time, boys. The strategy is going to be pretty simple as long as we have George. Hopefully we don't need to use anybody else.
Pretty much just free experience with her leadoff. I think with our level, we should be able to just 2-shot this starfish.
I hope so, Donald. Thundershock isn't the strongest move, and yeah, it looks like 2 hits will take it down. We just need to limit the damage we take right here.
So much for limiting damage. Fuck you with that critical hit, Game Freak. You assholes.
It's not ideal in the slightest, but still 1 down and 1 to go.
What's the plan here, Obama? Healing up George?
No, I think I'm just going to go all out here and try to end it. George might faint, but Blackhawk can pick up the pieces if that happens.
While I don't want to see George faint, this is a gym battle, so you don't get any shit if a Pokemon faints. Just get the dub, and that's all that matters.
We've been lucky so far with a Tackle and Harden, which is useless against Thundershock. Oh, let's fucking go! Big fucking Paralyze there!
It's in the fucking bag. Even if that bubble beam hits us, we can easily finish it off. Misty threw hard.
She didn't even use her best move. She could have knocked out George without even one Thundershock landing. G Misty. The Cascade badge is ours.
There can be a lot of arguments for Misty being one of the harder gym leaders due to that bubble beam attack hitting so hard and being under-leveled, so we take this badge and run. It's on to Vermilion City, boys.
I don't think I've ever played this game where Misty didn't use Bubble Beam. We got really unlucky with the crit, but RNG came back for the reverse sweep in this one.
So what's the plan now, Barack?
Well, I think we heal up our Pokemon and we start battling on the SS, and I think I can take out about half the trainers this episode, and then you can battle the rest, as well as battling Surge next episode.
That sounds like a plan to me, Barack. Should be plenty of battling from here until we get that third badge. The team is going to get much stronger.
Jesus Christ, Trump, calm down.
I'm sorry, guys, but I just realized I'm going to get my first gym battle next episode. I've been waiting for this since Obama got the first two. Surge is going down.
I really hope it lines up for me to face Erica, not only because her gym is full of cuties, but because I want to get my first gym battle too.
Jesus fucking Christ, Joe. I really hope that's not your first gym. Please let it be Koga.
I'd settle for Dami Mommy Sabrina too. She can play with me all she wants. I use her in Pokemon Puzzle League for her voice lines alone.
Obama, can we just leave him in the underground path? Nobody would even notice.
You seriously think it's my first time down here? Elmo Donald. I've been down here so many times with, well, you know.
Shut the fuck up, Joe.
Joe, no ice cream for a month if you keep being a sussy little shit.
To change the subject, I'm surprised you even brought up Pokemon Puzzle League Joe. Why would you bring up that PTSD?
Well, I was only thinking about our in-house matches. That 0-2 reverse sweep against Obama 2 years ago is one of my greatest gaming achievements to date. But yeah, the fucking PTSD since I have never been able to beat Mewtwo on Super Hard. My save file has been stuck on Gary with 99 continues for years.
First off, fuck you for bringing up that bullshit. Can't believe I trapped myself in games 4 and 5 trying to put you away. But yeah, I can't beat Mewtwo either. All these videos on YouTube say, oh, just get a 4 chain starting off with a 4 combo and the AI can't clear it. Bullshit. They clear it every time. I can have 4-minute matches and they just don't fucking die.
Remember when that piece of shit Zelensky offered to beat Mewtwo for us? Fuck that guy. I'm surprised we gave Ukraine another penny since then. Congrats to him for being a speedrunner in Puzzle League. Rub it in a little more, you likable bitch.
Trust me, I tried to stop their funding after that. Congress said I can't make my political decisions over an N64 game. Well, fuck them. I still have my gold Nintendo 64 from Toys R Us hooked up to my TV to this day. Puzzle League is the game sitting in the console just staring at me until I beat Super Hard.
It truly will be a magical day when one of us beats it. There won't even be any toxicity. It will be such a happy moment for all of us to know one member of our group did the impossible.
Should we stream trying to beat Puzzle League one of these days?
Oh man, I would love to do that. I don't have a capture card though, so it would need to be when we can get one.
Are there any other games we can play for the viewers?
Well, like we announced last video, we will have a special series for when we hit 1,000 subscribers. I also think we can get some of the boys together to play some 6v6 NHL 24 games, as well as some 11v11 EAFC 24 games when they come out in the coming months.
We do love our sports games, so we can do a lot of content with that. Hopefully the YouTube money starts coming in around then, so we can afford a better subscription on 11 Labs and can get more than 100,000 characters.
I mean, we don't really love those games. We just love the sports and playing team games. Ever since the 8th generation of video games came out, EA has fallen off a cliff. They stopped caring about the games since they have a monopoly on their major titles and only care about Ultimate Team content.
Real talk. The so-called best players in the game are just the best exploiters. They would be lost if the games were actually about playing the sport properly, especially for NHL. All the content creators just rap glitch all day. They couldn't even sell out their venue for world championships. How fucking sad. The worst part of the content creators who simp for the franchise just to get recognized by EA. The Game Changer program should be renamed to the Bootlicker program. Rammer just laughs all the way to the bank.
At least we play with a group of people that don't sweat their dick off and can have some fun even with the bullshit mechanics. That content should be fire.
Back to this. Obama, you're just walking past all of these trainers like you did earlier in the episode. You're doing a great job, but also shout out to our team. There's not a weak link in the squad.
You got that right, Joe. Speaking of our team, I want to remind everyone of the collab we will be doing with the Pokemon President's channel. We teased it a few episodes ago, and now we can shed more light on it. We're going to be rivals in our Pokemon Yellow and Black playthroughs. We will battle on Pokemon Showdown in a best-of-3 battle with the teams we have in our games after every 2 gyms. Since we beat Misty this episode, our team is locked in. We have to use the exact levels and moves our Pokemon have as we win those battles. Since we don't have natures in Pokemon Yellow, all of our Pokemon will be the serious nature since there are no stat changes.
Are we going to be at a disadvantage since we are limited in terms of Pokemon and moves?
Hell no, Joe. Have you seen his most recent episode? Link in the description. If you haven't seen it, people, and throw him a sub so he can get to 10K subs. All he did was level up Marshmallow. He's neglecting Big O and Kirby. Even though he has an extra Pokemon in Greg, he stands no chance against us. Gen 1 will rule the day. Disclaimer, we will not be using our hidden machine slaves. It's just the main team.
He's right, Joe. Do you seriously think he can take down Arnold, George, and Blackhawk? The equal amounts of care and effort we put into each of them will prepare us for any situation. Big 2-0 incoming.
One more trainer before Vermilion City. Blackhawk has been silently cooking, and he's now up to level 20 as well.
I'm glad you came around on Blackhawk there, Joe. I definitely thought you were never going to give up on Bill for a while.
I would be a shit teammate if I didn't. Blackhawk has not only earned his spot, but thrived as well. I'm so happy to have him.
3 quick attacks is the plan right here. Since this overgrown sewer rat has speed on top of quick attack, we just need to do all we can to hit first. This will also be some juicy experience for our bird. Level 36 seems far away right now, but he will evolve soon enough.
Gen 4 definitely hit it out of the park with Staraptor, but nothing can compare to the elegance and strength of what they did here in Gen 1. Of course, Ash had to be Ash and let it go as soon as his evolved.
While it was a wholesome move so it could defend all of its brethren, imagine if Ash had that firepower on his team.
And with that, boys, welcome to Vermilion City. What I'm going to do here is jump ahead since we're going to get the old rod, go back to Cerulean City to get the bicycle and buy some items in the shop. This city really opens up so many new mechanics. All right, boys, we're finished with those errands, so let's go on a nice cruise.
Good thing you're riding the bicycle, Obama. We all know how tough that is for Sleepy Joe.
I'd normally be pissed at you, Donald, but right now I'm just enjoying this S-tier bicycle music.
I wish we could listen to it for longer, but unfortunately, they don't allow us to ride on the ship.
Watch where you're going, you fucking brokies.
What the fuck are you doing here, Tater Tot?
Well, if it isn't the president's, if you 3 have to know, I'm here to catch the Mew that's under the truck and then go on a luxury cruise where I can make more content to pay for my lawyers. The Matrix thinks they have me under their control, but they will never take the top G.
Andrew, you do realize the Mew was just a myth, right? There's nothing under that truck.
That's exactly what Greta Thunberg wants you to believe. Never trust a tree-hugging woman, Obama. They get you sent to Romanian jail, and I assure you it's much worse than American jail.
I guess we'll have to take your word for it. Andrew, hey, is anyone up for Domino's? I hear they have one on this ship. Just don't take a picture with it.
You should just be grateful I'm contributing to your video. I bet your channel doesn't even have 1,000 subs, you fucking loser.
It's getting there.
How can you expect to have even one Bugatti with those numbers? I make your net worth in 20 minutes from Hustlers University.
Last time I checked, your cars and assets were seized by the police. You won't ever sniff my net worth, so leave Biden alone.
Coming from someone else under attack from the Matrix, I would think you would have some sympathy for me, Trump.
You have to traffic women while they flock to King Donald. Know your place, peasant.
And I never lost an election to Joe fucking Biden, so what's your excuse there, you fucking loser?
Imagine losing an election to that sleepyhead. I'm pretty sure he has dementia.
I'm Joe. You're Joe Biden?
I am. Since when? What are you going to tell me next? That I'm president?
Here, Donald, can you hold this for me?
What the hell is this?
It's the L you just won. G fucking G, you fat bitch.
Not going to lie, Donald. It is pretty hard to defend you after Biden fumbled that for you.
When did we get on a ship? I thought we were playing Pokemon. Oh, well, I deserve a vacation.
You spend more time in Delaware than at the fucking White House, Biden. You don't need a fucking vacation. I stood up for you and you let this human trafficker make me look like an idiot. Thanks for that.
No problem, buddy. You know I got you.
Jesus Christ, Joe. Not even Donald deserves to take an L against Andrew Tate. We're almost to the end of the episode. Stay with us. Also, Everyone, in the interest of saving time, we're going to skip the trips in between rooms on the SS Anne and not even show the rooms without battles.
What do you mean it's almost the end of the episode? You think you're going to kick me out after only a few minutes? Fuck that. I'm going to be here as long as you're on this ship.
Fine, whatever, Andrew, just don't get us arrested as well.
Don't worry, Obama. As long as you're with the top G, you'll never be in danger.
I guarantee you said that to every woman you've ever met, so I'm actually terrified right now.
Joe, why have you been so quiet? Your tongue better not be on those windows, old man.
Don't worry about me, Donald. I'm just focused on this beautiful young lass we're playing with.
You think she's beautiful, Joe? Come on, bro. She's a fucking 5 at best. You want to see a dime? I'll show you some top-tier anime waifus from my collection.
Oh my God. You're into anime waifu content as well? Maybe you're not so bad, Andrew.
That's the first alpha thing you've said all day, Biden. Let them handle this battle. Look at some of this goated content I have saved on my phone.
Donald, we definitely can't let Biden be corrupted by Andrew Tate.
What's the worst that can happen, Obama? Just look at him. If anything, he might get overloaded and undergo a system reboot.
I don't know if that's how that works, but I guess he can't get any worse.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at her and her. Hey, it's so fucking beautiful. Come to Papa, my queens.
Yeah, okay, maybe I was wrong on this one.
Oh, it's just so fucking amazing.
Okay, Biden, that's enough for now. Give me back my phone.
Never. You'll never separate us.
Jesus fucking Christ, he just ran off. I gotta get my phone back before he accidentally posts some of that shit.
Goddamn, Biden looked like Usain Bolt on his way out of the room.
And just like that, the 2 idiots are out of the room. Who's holding that L now, Tate?
I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm just gonna keep battling.
How many more battles are you thinking of doing today, Obama?
Well, we've got about 3,300 more characters this month in 11 labs. So probably only a few more. We have to make sure we have enough left over for the outrow.
Please tell me we'll have more characters for next week, Obama. We can't miss an upload.
Don't worry, Donald. We get our refresh in 6 days, so we'll have a full 100,000 for next week.
That's a relief. It's my gym battle, so we better be prepared for it.
Speaking of being prepared, this is a huge item we're about to get. It's Body Slam, and it's definitely an endgame move. We are going to save for one of our last 3 Pokemon.
You can use it on either yours or Biden's. I'll give the viewers another free hint for my Pokemon right here to reward them if they stayed this long. My Pokemon will be a special attacker. I doubt it will have any physical attacks. Maybe one, but it's definitely a special attacker.
That's vague, but judging your earlier comments, I think I have an idea of who you want to use. You might be playing your hand too early here. Donald.
Maybe so, but I guess we'll have to see. Let's say one more battle, then we call it Obama?
Go get it, you fucking weirdo.
No, my precious waifu, I'll save you.
Did Tate just jump overboard?
Yep. I had this all planned out. I just needed a chance to steal his phone. Then I ran straight here to throw it overboard so he would follow it. 4D chess, my friends.
Wow, that's actually brilliant, Joe. I never saw that coming. Way to rid us of Tate.
I never thought you could pull off such a 200 IQ move. Maybe you are smarter than you look, Joe.
Really? Why? What did I do?
Your stupidity almost made George faint, Joe.
I totally would not have blamed you for that one, Obama. That would have been solely on Sleepy Joe.
I appreciate that. I would give you the same benefit of the doubt in that situation, too. Arnold doesn't have much usage here against water types, but he'll be able to wrap this up pretty quickly.
Yeah, just kidding. He used rap.
Don't be upset, guys. That just means more time we get to spend together.
Arnold, for the love of God, break free!
Something tells me this attack is going to last a long time.
You guys just need to relax. We're on a boat. We're on a boat. We're on a boat, motherfucker. Don't you ever forget.
I can't believe we almost went the whole episode without a reference to that song.
Same, but it looks like rap is finally over, so Arnold can wrap this battle up and we can wrap this episode up. Donald, start the outro for us, buddy.
Too many fucking rap puns, Obama. But that will wrap up episode 6, everyone. Wait a minute, I just realized it's Biden who does next episode. I don't get the fucking gym battle.
Oh shit, he realized. Code Red Barack. We almost got away with it. Have a great day, everyone. See you next week if Donald doesn't use outrage on us.
See you next week, everyone.
I want to do a fucking gym battle. God fucking damn you two.